All right, con. 9 spiral. Let's cook. All right. You see it. Big Trouble in Little China. All right. And this time around, boy, this thing is serious. Very serious. All right. Man, I had, some difficulties, all right, putting this thing together because it is just so much. All right. Just like we used to say in the old days, all right, when we first came into, the truths and who we were. What a time to be alive, all right? Because we get to witness the Most High's works, all right? And watch these prophecies unfold right before our eyes, all right, in real time. You see, we're prophesied in Scripture, right? That latter generation, and we seeing it. The Most High told us what He gonna do, and we seeing it, all right? This is nothing more than Genesis 15, all right? The 400-year prophecy given to Abram. All right? It was not about you coming out of captivity, but about their judgment beginning. All right? And so you're going to see the Most High is what? Evening the odds. Let's go. All right, let's pop off. Shout out to the Aqua Shamar and Drop Nation, all right, for dropping this off to me. And it got me looking at into China, man, and it's bad. Like, it's really, really, really bad. All right. And we about to see that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop out.
It's reeling under a record-breaking drought, the longest and most severe drought in recent history.
What? Right off the bat. You hear that? All right. Like I said, it's bad now. Y'all ready? All right, let's go.
It started in the month of June and shows no signs of ending. China's largest river, Yangtze, has dried up. The receding water levels have revealed 3 Buddhist statues.
What?
Their emergence is being seen as an omen by some Chinese. Meanwhile...
Okay. Indeed. All right. That could be an omen. All right. A bad. Very bad. That's right.
Water supplies to dams and reservoirs have fallen.
Whoa.
This has disrupted operations at hydro plants. The drought is killing crops too.
Wow.
The heat has scorched millions of hectares of agriculture land, leaving thousands of Chinese citizens in need of government support. More in this next report.
Wow. Let's go.
This is the Yangtze.
Wow.
The world's 3rd largest river, the most vital waterway to China's economy. It provides drinking water to over 400 million Chinese citizens.
400 million? Wow. Okay, that's something like the Mississippi or drying up, all right? Wow.
But this summer, the supplies are running low. The Yangtze has been reduced to puddles, with dozens of its tributaries drying up. This is the result of a record-breaking drought, the scale of which can be gauged by the appearance of these 600-year-old Buddhist statues. They were once submerged in the waters of the Yangtze.
Wow.
Today, they are soaking the sun. Some in China believe it's an omen.
All right. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right.
I hope the water level can go up naturally. I think the reason why our ancestors built this was because they wanted to pray for a peaceful world, a beautiful country.
Not gonna happen.
This is the Jialing River, a tributary of the Yangtze.
Wow.
It has been reduced to rock and pebbles.
Look at that shit.
This is Poyang, China's largest freshwater lake. Right now, it's a desolate spectacle with just a pitiful trickle of water left. These are images from the Guangdong province.
All right.
Dead fish are floating in ponds here. The heat has left the earth scorched. In the Chongqing municipality, the heat is making crops wither. Taps are running dry.
It's all scorched. The crops certainly cannot grow. The high temperature is slowly roasting them to death.
Whoa, okay. Now I want you to pay attention to what the Most High is doing, all right? Just think about it. How many times, all right, you done seen something over here in America, right? Or Marukan, or bought something, all right? Out of the stores, all right? It says made in China, all right? How many jobs were outsourced to, all right, overseas, to India, right? Different places like that, all right? Just think about it. All right, you see the Most High is done playing games. This is serious. Check it out.
It helps to look at some numbers to assess the scale of this crisis. In Chongqing alone, at least 66 rivers in 34 counties have dried up.
Wow.
Yangtze's main trunk is 50% below the average of the last 5 years. 2.2 million hectares of agricultural land has been scorched. $300 million has been incurred in economic losses. 2.46 million people have been left high and dry. 780,000 people are in need of government support.
Let's go.
Average temperatures are hovering around 44 degrees Celsius. A nationwide drought alert has been issued. Observers say it may last till September and will worsen the ongoing energy crisis. You see, as rivers and lakes across China dry up, water flow to reservoirs and dams also drops.
Okay.
This has disrupted hydropower generation. Factories are facing electricity shortages.
All right. You see what's going on? Do you see what I see? All right. That work. Most High giving them that work. Let's go.
Companies have been forced to halt work.
Halt.
Like Toyota, Foxconn, and Tesla.
Oh. Tesla, huh? All right, do you see what's going on? The Most High is evening the odds right before our eyes. Let's go.
In the last fortnight, some of their factories suspended operations temporarily, with no plans to restart production anytime soon. So how can the crisis be fixed? Most would pray to God for it.
Yeah, you can do that, but it's not going to happen, all right? It is not going to happen. Oh, boy. Game on. Let's rock.
But atheist China relies on science. It's looking at cloud seeding.
All right. Now see, why make the situation worse? You see this shit? Think about it. If a motherfucker that desperate to cloud seed to get rain, that's desperation, man. And so, do you see how bad this is? Oh, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown. I told you, boy. I'm taking everybody with me. Let go.
As a solution, clouds to generate rain.
There you go. All right. Now, how many times, all right, we done went over these chemical plants, all right? That's the problem. China is its worst own damn enemy. Let's go.
The problem is, messing with nature doesn't end well for most.
Y'all the problem.
China's experiences have been devastating for the world. But here's hoping that this artificial rain to fix the drought doesn't trigger a new flood of woes. Bureau Report, we on Wild is One.
All right, let's rock. Let's cook, man. Hey, look here, man. What do you think happens, right? When you try to change the Most High's work and do all kind of shit like cloud seeding, and you know how the Most High feel about chemicals, right? All right, so what do you think happened, huh? Let's rock.
A multicolored scarf cloud or pileus was spotted above a city in southern China. The incredible video was filmed in the city of Haikou in Hainan province on August 21st. The pileus cloud formations are created when the air surrounding a cumuliform tower is rising so quickly that...
All right. All right, so they're going to always try to explain the Most High's work. I don't believe not one bit of what she's saying, all right? How do you know? Who told you? And who told that person? How do they know? You see what I'm saying? This is the Most High's work, man, all right? Stop playing.
It condenses into a smooth umbrella or hood-like shape once it hits its dew point.
Whatever.
As such, they are usually indicators of severe weather.
Whoa. All right, you hear that? Indicators of severe weather. All right? So you really just made the Most High mad by spraying chemicals and shit, trying to create rain. All right? Let go.
Pileus found atop a cumulus cloud often foreshadows transformation into a cumulonimbus cloud, as it indicates a strong updraft within the cloud.
All right.
Occasionally, bright iridescent colors are seen in pileus clouds as sunlight is diffracted through water droplets in the cloud, which are all the stronger because diffracting droplets are small and similar in size.
Wow. Huh? Wow. Yeah, they keep playing. All right. All right, all right. Man, what's going on in China, man? What is that? What is that? Come on, China, what are you doing? Wow. All right, Mosai. All right. Huh? All right, you see it? It's right there on the screen. Lights out. Let's go.
This is Chengdu, Sichuan province at night. The city that was once brightly lit is now dark. Not only are outdoor advertisements, subway lights, and building signs turned off, but street lights and even traffic lights have been shut down in some areas.
How? Why?
Due to the heat and widespread power outages, people who could not use air conditioners could not stand the heat and had to look for a place to escape from the heat.
Wow.
40多度吧，这儿停电了，那边也停电了，于是现在桥上，全是人，下面河边。
Most hotels and shopping malls were closed, and underground garages became the first choice for the elderly and children to escape from the heat.
Wow.
railway station has also become like a summer resort for people.
Wow. Terrible. 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 Most High is terrible. Terrible.
There are also people hiding in the ancient tombs to keep cool.
Now, you got to know that that's the Most High right there. All right? Look here, man. You know that's bad. If the Most High got you hiding out in ancient tombs, terrible.
In the past few days, many villagers in Qingshan County, Sichuan, have been enjoying the shade in the ancient Reifengya tombs.
Yeah, I bet.
And some people have even set up tables and played cards in the tombs.
Okay.
This underground supermarket in Nanchong, Sichuan province is still open, and it's crowded with citizens who come to escape from the summer heat. Others chose to soak in the water to cool down, and thousands gathered by the Jialing River to escape from the heat. But not everyone can find a place.
Yeah, you know, I had to hit pause on that. All right? And so you kind of get a sense of how bad and severe it is, right? Terrible. 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 All right, let's go.
To stay cool. Because of the power and water outages, many elderly people have died from the heat in their homes.
Terrible.
According to netizens, 7 people died of the heat in a small town in Sichuan. 6 old people died in Nanchong. Dazhou is one of the hottest areas in Sichuan this year.
Wow.
According to netizens, 10 elderly people have died in the hospital due to high temperatures. For the past few days, about half of China's land area has experienced the strongest and longest heat wave in history, with temperatures in many places continuing to exceed 40 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
Beibei in Chongqing has a high temperature as high as 45 degrees Celsius, constantly breaking historical records. According to information from China Weather Network, as of August 21st, the Central Meteorological Observatory has issued a high temperature warning for 32 consecutive days, of which the highest level of red warning has been issued for 10 consecutive days, from the 12th to the 21st.
Wow.
The number of high temperature days above 35 degrees Celsius in the main urban area of Hangzhou has reached 52 days, and 12 days above 40 degrees, ranking first in history and ranking first in the national heat-resistant list.
Whoa, okay. No, man, let me get that. Bag that up. Yeah, let me get that. All right. And so you see what the Most High is doing, right? He's evening the odds. You see, we ain't worried about that paper that they print out, all right? Whatever currency it is, we know that don't have no value, all right? And so the Most High is hitting them in the pockets where it hurt. Resources. Let's go.
Degrees, ranking first in history and ranking first in the national heat-resistant list. Fuzhou and Chongqing tied for second with 26 consecutive days of high temperatures, while Shanghai and Wuhan tied for third with 19 days. The daily maximum temperature in Fuzhou and Hangzhou broke the highest record since 1951, while Xujiahui in Shanghai tied the record for the highest temperature in more than 100 years.
All right, it's heating up.
So far, the Jiangsu Provincial Meteorological and Traffic Police Department released the first provincial-level high surface temperature forecast, predicting that the surface temperature in some parts of the province could reach a maximum of 68 degrees Celsius.
That's
and
hot.
Vehicles may face the danger of tire blowout when driving.
What? Now that's terrible. Damn. All right? The Most High is not playing any games. All right? And so we got forest fires popping off also. Let's rock.
The high temperature for several days has also sparked wildfires. According to Chinese official media reports, since August 17th, there have been forest fires in Yangtze, Dazhu, Tongliang, Bannan, and other districts of Chongqing.
Wow.
The Air Rescue Corps of the Chongqing Municipal Emergency Bureau deployed 7 helicopters to bat out the fire from the air. At present, the fire is under control. A total of 540 households with more than 1,500 people were transferred, with no casualties.
Oh, yo, what they doing? What they doing now, huh?
Due to the steep mountain road, it is difficult for vehicles to pass through.
Mm-hmm.
A large number of volunteers were recruited to go to the fire site to dig an isolation belt and gather motorcycles to transport materials. Online videos showed that many local people rode mountain bikes and shuttled back and forth with backpacks with supplies on their backs.
Whoa.
They carried food, water and biscuits, fire extinguishers, gasoline, and diesel fuel for excavators on the
All right. And I just want you to pay attention and just look, man. Just look with your eyes, all right? At the sheer desperation. All right? This is bad. Let's go.
mountain in their backpacks.
Whoa.
The mountain road is steep,
All right.
and most people can only go up halfway of the mountain to transfer the supplies.
No, don't do
The
it.
more skilled bikers ride to the top, or volunteers carry the supplies on foot from the halfway point of the mountain.
Wow.
There were also volunteers who tied the ice to their motorcycles and carried it up the mountain.
All right.
They placed the ice in a barrier to prevent the fire from spreading and burning.
All right, they working it out, y'all.
On August 25th, volunteers who delivered supplies said that the fire was still not well controlled. Fortunately, no one was killed, but some were injured.
All right. Now notice that they said that the fire is still not controlled. All right, you see, you're not going to reverse the Most High's work, huh? Let's rock.
On the 24th, an excavator digging the isolation belt rolled down from a height of 100 meters. However, according to online reports, when these self-organized motorcycle teams went down the mountain after they were done, there were traffic police waiting to check whether they were wearing helmets or had various documents.
No.
More than 50 volunteers had been fined 200 yuan each, and some motorcycles have been directly confiscated.
What? You see that shit? Wow. And but, you know, we ask a question, man, can it get any worse? All right. Let's go.
Moreover, a picture uploaded by netizens showed that there were actually epidemic prevention personnel taking nucleic acid tests not far from the fire scene.
All right, so these civilians, all right, are helping pretty much, each other out, even the government. All right, and this is how China's government repays them. What the hell is a nuclear acid test anyway? You would think that they would have changed the name or something. Call it the good or smart test or some shit. The motherfucker said nuclear acid test. This is nuts. Let's go.
Another person in the queue also had a fire extinguishing sign indicating that he was a firefighter. On August 25th, a photo was posted online showing that hundreds of firefighters were lining up under the stars to receive nucleic acid tests.
All right. Sheeple. All right. It's too many of them. Let's go.
The caption of the photo reads, "Thanks to the Yunnan firefighters for supporting us in Beibei, Chongqing. You are still taking nucleic acid tests in the early morning."
Wow.
According to CCP media reports, the Yunnan Provincial Forest Fire Department dispatched the first echelon of 304 personnel and 55 vehicles to Chongqing at 4:30 a.m. on the 24th to reinforce the firefighting efforts, and planned to arrive at the assembly area at around 9 p.m. on the 24th. Some party media claim that the first group that arrives will be dispatched to the Beibei district fire immediately.
Well, you don't want none of that.
However, the above photos show that after the fire department arrived in Chongqing, they did nucleic acid testing first and then went to extinguish the fire.
What? Yo, can somebody tell me in the comments what the hell is a nuclear acid test? That's supposed to be testing for COVID, all right? This is what they're subjecting the Chinese people to, right? Their citizens, all right? You see, now we got too many guns over here, all right? In the old United States of America, huh? They say that Abe Lincoln freed the slaves, huh? Hell, well, we say Sam Coke made us equal, huh? Let's go.
A Sichuan netizen asked on the internet whether volunteers must have a negative nucleic acid certificate before they can participate in firefighting.
What?
Consequently, he was detained by the police for 7 days for this so-called malicious questioning.
Wait.
In Banan village, which is located near the fire, the villagers are supporting the firefighting efforts. However, due to the closure of the village due to the epidemic, they cannot go out of the village to purchase supplies, even if they have negative nucleic acid test results. The villagers sent a message for help, saying that due to the continuous high temperature, many people involved in the firefighting suffered from heat stroke and urgently needed water and ice. But they couldn't go out of the village to buy things, so they begged people from outside to send them over.
Wow.
Due to the ongoing epidemic, the Chongqing authorities announced that starting from 6 o'clock on August 24th, nucleic acid screening of more than 17 million citizens in 9 urban areas in the center of Chongqing will be carried out, and everyone is required to complete it on the same day, causing massive dissatisfaction. Other neighborhoods were put under lockdown and controlled, and citizens were not allowed to go out. Some netizens reported 16 streets in Chongqing were closed for 3 days due to the epidemic, in addition to the 44 degrees Celsius heat and the cutoff of electricity. What a sin.
Wow.
People in China must download an app called Health Code as an
all right, so we see, all governments are the same. They all Confederate, all right? And so, they got their little apps and shit. This is an app. And, if you go yellow or if you miss, one of those tests, you automatically go to yellow. And then that means you can't go out or work. Right? All right. Carry on.
Electronic passport. The health code can track the holder's itinerary at any time and display their health status. The health code of Chongqing citizens is called Yukang Code, and in the early morning of August 24th, all citizens in the area received an orange pop-up window. If they don't take the nucleic acid test on that day, the health code will become yellow from the next day, and they will not only be restricted from going out and working, but will also have to take the nucleic acid test twice in 3 days for a period of time. So the citizens had to queue up.
Woo! Yeah, you see, they couldn't try no shit like that over here, man. Not even if they wanted to. Too many guns. And that's straight up. Shit, boy, look at boy. It'd be like the Wild Wild West again. We got a test. Pew, pew, All right, let's go.
For several hours to take the nucleic acid test at high temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. There is also a satirical picture of queuing up for nucleic acid testing while the wildfire is burning. There are videos showing that many elderly people and children fainted from heat stroke at the scene of the queue.
My.
On August 23rd, at the nucleic acid queue in Shapingba, Chongqing, under the high temperature of 45 degrees, the 80-year-old woman cannot stand the heat. Her body trembled, and she was supported by her family to leave.
Mercy.
A pregnant woman seemed to have fainted and sat on a chair, and a man is seen pinching her Rinzong acupuncture point to serve as first aid. Under the high temperatures, nucleic acid testing was repeated continuously, causing public grievances. A video shows that on August 24th, a large number of people in Chongqing gathered and shouted, "Don't do nucleic acid, don't do nucleic acid."
That's right.
Not only in Chongqing, but as the epidemic spreads all over China, nucleic acid testing. Not only in Chongqing, but as the epidemic spreads all over China, nucleic acid testing is being done everywhere. On August 25th, this year's number 9 typhoon, Masa, landed in Guangxi and Guangdong. The meteorological department issued an orange warning for typhoons and a blue warning for heavy rain. Online sources said that the meteorological department advised people not to go out as much as possible.
All right, y'all, let's go. We cooking. All right? We still cooking.
Huku Waterfall has seen the biggest flood crest in Jixian County, North China's Shaanxi province.
All right.
Local officials say the crest appeared on Monday night, with the water flow surging at around 5,500 cubic meters per second. The flood was formed amid heavy rainfall on the middle reaches of the Yellow River. The scenic spot sightseeing area and the pedestrian arch bridges have all been submerged, with part of the safety fences destroyed. Recently, floods also hit Pakistan. Millions of people have been affected, hundreds have been killed, and the government has declared a national emergency. More than 900 people have been killed since June, including 34 in the past 24 hours. In the old town of Sucker in southern Sindh province, worn tents line the streets as people seek shelter. Many sit with just beds, all their possessions lost to the water. The streets are flooded, and plastic waste has spewed out of sewage pipes.
What? Terrible. Most High is terrible. Most High is terrible. Let's go.
Large pools of dirty water have collected, slowing down any drainage. At least 33 million people have been affected by deadly flooding.
All right, y'all, let's go. We still cooking. All right? Look at that, man.
China is bracing for a heavy flood season with 71 rivers already exceeding warning levels.
Stop. All right, y'all, you know I had to get it again. Come on, buddy. What you doing? Wow.
Is bracing for a heavy flood season with 71 rivers already exceeding warning levels. Torrential rains on the Yangtze River have sent water flowing to its highest level this year. Water levels on the Yangtze and its tributaries were expected to rise further over the next week. Some monitoring stations are issuing alerts, with the Wuhan City section of the Yangtze River in central China more than 2 meters higher than the normal at this time as a result of heavy rain upstream. Recently, a rainstorm in western China triggered an erosion that diverted a river and caused flash flooding. 26 dead, 5 missing in flash floods in Qinghai. The disaster affected more than 6,000 people in 6 villages in Qinghai province. China is facing heavy rains and flooding in some parts of the country this summer, while other regions bear extreme heat and drought. Record-breaking heat waves, severe drought, and deadly rainfall have battered China since June. The drought has caused some rivers in China, including parts of the Yangtze, to dry up, affecting hydropower, halting shipping, and forcing major companies to suspend operations.
Terrible.
The weather and climate situation in China is severe and complex.
Come on, y'all. Are you somebody? somebody. Someone like you, and how you know, how you speak. Your love is undercover. And I can use somebody. And I can use somebody. Like Hawaii.